Good evening, students. Students, as you know that digestion has been completed in all parts, in oral cavity, stomach, and small intestine also. But after over the digestion, now absorption and assimilation of digested products, or we can say that digestive food takes place. So, how does this absorption takes place? How does this absorption takes place? So, in this section, we talk about absorption of food in different sections, different parts of alimentary canal. So, where does digestion takes place, and what kind of structures which help in digestion of food? So, just you look this structure, that is villi. These villi are present in the inner wall of the small intestine. So these villi help in the absorption of food. After breakdown of complex food into simpler forms, or we can say the absorbable forms, food is absorbed by blood and lymph. So food is absorbed in the mouth, stomach, small intestine, and large intestine. So the process of absorption takes place in these four parts of the alimentary canal. But next question is this here: how does this absorption takes place? What kind of transports takes place of food absorption? And next, in which part of the small intestine food absorbed? So you look, just small intestinal mucosa have lot of villi inner surface. So here the food particles are absorbed: amino acids, electrolytes, and simple sugars. So small intestinal mucosa, just you look the structures of villi. So absorption of food transport by the two transport mechanism. One is passive transport and active transport. In passive transport, there is no expenditure of energy takes place. So the molecules like nutrients, waters can across the plasma membrane easily without expenditure of energy. There are three types of passive transport: simple diffusion, facilitated diffusion, and osmosis. During simple diffusion, glucose, amino acids, chloride ions are moved from the high concentration to low concentration. So they easily diffuse through the plasma membrane. But in facilitated diffusion, fructose and amino acids are transported through the special carrier protein. Without carrier proteins, these molecules cannot move across the plasma membrane. On the other hand, water transports through the osmosis from dilute to concentrated medium. So absorption also takes place from lower medium to higher medium through the active transports. But active transports required energy in the form of ATP. So molecules or electrolytes like sodium, glucose, galactose, amino acids are also transported actively. Unlike carbohydrates and proteins, fat are not absorbed in the small intestine by the help of villi. Fatty acids and glycerols are not soluble in water, and we can say that these are insoluble in water. That's why these are not absorbed in the small intestine with the help of villi directly. Initially, Bile salts works on the fat molecules and convert into micelles. So these micelles are easily moved or transport through the intestinal mucosa, reach into the endoplasmic reticulum. In endoplasmic reticulum, these micelles are coated by a proteins or through a proteins. Then these molecules are called as chylomicron, which are transported into the lymph vessels, which are called as lacteals. And these lymph vessels or lacteals transports these molecules into the blood. Besides the small intestine, the other parts of alimentary canal also play a vital role of absorptions. Just you look the how does chylomicrons are formed. Look in this video again. And in this way, these chylomicrons in lacteals reach into the bloodstream. So besides other parts of the alimentary canal, mouth absorption is also takes place in mouth. Certain drugs which absorption takes place in the mouth. Stomach, sugar and alcohol also absorb. Large intestine, water, potassium, sodium drugs are also absorbed in large intestine. So assimilation means these glucose and amino acids mix with bloodstream, and this process is called as assimilation. Waste matter, water molecules means also absorbed in the large intestine. So digestive system, mouth, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, in all parts. Bacterial and viral infection, inflamed intestinal, parasitic infection, roundworm, pinworms, hookworms, tapeworm. So absorption of water in the large intestine, the digested foods convert into feces, and feces reach into the rectum through peristaltic movement. After they according to their arch, and feces are moving out or egested out from the rectum. So dear students, digestive system does not work as much easily as so in the figure, like mouth, how does digestion takes place in mouth, absorption takes place in mouth, stomach, small intestine, large intestine. So dear students, in next sections we talk about the disorders of digestive system. So here digestion and absorption has been completed. So hope that you will absolutely enjoy this video and like this video. Thank you very much. Just little parts of the diagrams like pinworm, hookworm and so forth, or infections or intestine given in this video but not explained. So next section and next video I have to explain all these different types of disorders of intestine or digestive system.